So I have this coworker, and when we first started working together, I really didn't like them. I couldn't stand them. I thought that they were mean and unkind and arrogant and bossy, and I would avoid interactions with them at all costs. If I saw them coming down the hallway, I would turn around and take the long way. And now it's 4.5 years later, and they are honestly one of my favorite people at work. And they have taught me so much about how to be a better educator, how to be a better coworker. And they don't even know it. I've never had this conversation with them, but that's what they've done for me over the years. And I realized that all of the things about them that I deemed as negative were really just things that I resonated with about myself, but things that I thought were unattractive to other people. You know, being confident and assertive and decisive, and not just occupying my space in a room, but bringing a lot of that space with me when I come. To me, all of those things are powerful and strong and admirable attributes for a person, but unfortunately, in my experience, when those attributes are coming from a person of color, they get perceived as threatening or aggressive or like you're trying to show off or show people up. I had to learn how to be comfortable with those parts of me and not let other people's perception, or I guess my perception of other people's perception, dictate how much of that power that I drew from, especially at work. I mean, outside of work, I am naturally more of an introverted, shy kind of person, like I've said before. I don't really have a lot of confidence, working on it. I don't have a lot of self-assurance, working on it. I'm a very indecisive person, again, also working on it. I was that way at work too. I was always the fall back and wait till I'm told what to do, or not be the first to speak up even though I know the answer or I know the right thing to do or I have a good idea, because I don't want to come across as like an arrogant show off or like I'm trying to take over a space. But the truth is, we all have a right to take over a space. And me putting forth my good idea or me taking charge and leadership in a certain area doesn't hinder somebody else from doing the same thing. It's, especially at work, it's a group effort, it's a team effort. And that is a muscle that I had to grow and strengthen. And watching this person do it day in and day out really has had a very big impact on me. I'm lucky enough that for my job, I do something that's very tapped into who I am as a person and is intricately woven into my DNA as a nurturer and a caregiver. And I'm at a place now that when I'm at work, I am fully tapped into me. I am very confident, very sure of myself. I'm not shy to take a leader position or to stand up for something or someone. I am the best and most authentic version of myself when I'm at work. I'm the silliest version of myself at work. I am, the smartest, most intelligent version of myself at work. At least I feel that's where all those things shine the brightest. And I mean, honestly, can't nobody tell me shit when I'm at work. And I'm all those things, all while being a team player, all while being somebody who is a safe space for my kids and my coworkers and the parents. I feel very good about who I am when I'm at work. And that's because I had somebody mirror parts of myself that I was afraid to acknowledge. And I was forced to sit with those reflections long enough that I was able to process and digest and come to terms with and embrace the fact that I have a right to shine. I have a right to take up space. I have a right to be great. We all have a right to be great in whatever regard that is, in whatever circumstance or situation that is in your life. You have a right to own those things. It doesn't make you pompous or arrogant. It doesn't make you a show off. It doesn't make you a shine stealer. It makes you valuable. It makes you important, and it makes you an asset, honestly. I guess what I'm trying to say is that we are all mirrors for each other. And when someone elicits an emotional response within you, it's your job to figure out exactly why. Who are your mirrors and what are they showing you? Are they reflecting things about you that you don't like and that you wish you could change? Or are they reflecting things about you that you wish you had the confidence to show? And it's not just at work. Everywhere in our lives, we have mirrors, people reflecting parts of ourselves back to ourselves, good, bad, and indifferent. The friends that we choose, the partners that we choose, the coworkers that we gravitate towards, those people are mirroring things. You admire and like and love things in them that exist within you. But it's easier and more appropriate to love those things and praise those things about other people than to do it for ourselves. But I promise you, the moment that you decide that it is okay to be your biggest fan and to own your greatness, that's when you really become great. And that's when you really become useful to the people and the places and the things around you. And that's like the point of this human experience, is not just to go through it blindly and selfishly, doing things that only benefit you and only make sense for you. We're supposed to be doing things to benefit each other and to help each other along, whether that's help each other achieve a goal or help each other grow or help each other understand our human better or, I guess what I am trying to say is that pay attention to the people around you, your coworkers. I mean, we see them more than we see anybody else in our life. The coworker who you look at and you think, God, they just do everything right all the time and they're so lovely and funny and charming and everyone gets along with them and they walk in the room and the light changes. You're recognizing that because that's also within you. And so own that and be proud of that and embrace that and be that. Be that person. Be that person that's inspiring you because you have the capacity to be them. If you're noticing it, it's because it's already inside of you. And the same thing with the coworker who gets on your nerves or annoys you. They're reflecting to you the parts of yourself that you do not like about yourself, and it's fine not to like things about yourself, but what's not fine is to use that person as a scapegoat to not do the work to fix those things. And all the same applies for your family and your friends and the partners that you choose. Depending on where you are in your life and what's going on in your head and your heart, those will be the reflections that you pick up on the most. And what I've realized this year is that I am finally in a space of clarity and in a space of wanting good things for myself because I am surrounded by people whom I want that for. I only want good things for the people in my life. I only have people in my life who inspire me and encourage me and who I look up to and who are just great, great human beings. So that must in turn mean that I'm a great human being. And I believe that I am. Great and only getting greater. That's the goal, anyway. Yeah, I think I got out all I wanted to say for today. I mostly just wanted to show off this sweater because look how cute it is. But yeah, that's it. That's all. I hope you have a good Lettuce Day. What? Anyway, I hope you have a day that is good. And yeah, bye-bye.